Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I have my Dutch Rose. It originally had a pink soft top because it's February, Valentine's month, but it's since dissolved, so I'm just drinking. I don't know if it's just me or if it has like a strawberry taste to it, but I don't think their pink soft top has a flavoring. I think it just tastes like whipped cream or whatever. Could be me, but I don't know. So anyway, we're getting into a weekly reading vlog. I have decided to read, or try to read, 2 books. Book number 1 that I will be reading is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. I have already started it. I am 60 pages in. I'm on chapter 3, I think. So far I'm like, what? Excuse me? You're letting this man do this to you and groom you? Okay, that's your choice, I guess. But anyway, it's Lolita inspired. It's about this girl, well, she's a woman now. Well, it jumps back and forth between her being a woman and then her when she was 15, and how their relationship between her and her teacher kind of transpired, like what happened, what made her this way as an adult. And something comes to light by one of his former students saying that he essayed her, and the repercussions of that. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if she's gonna like realize that she got essayed or what, but I hope so, because she was very clearly groomed, because she still thinks that nothing ever bad happened with him. So we'll see about that. As for the other books I'll be reading, I'm thinking it's gonna be these 2 right here. So we got Those We Drown by Amy Goldsmith and Authority by Jeff Vandermeer. Have not started this one. I did read Annihilation, obviously, because that's the first book. This is the second book of the Southern Reach trilogy. So this was kind of like a book club pick with my friend. We read Annihilation together. Both of us liked it. She liked it a little more than I did. And we've been really excited to get further into the series. I believe this one is more about like the government aspect of it, but I haven't started it, so I don't know. Also, I couldn't really tell you what it's about anyway, since it's the second book, but yeah, it basically follows this group of 5 women as they go into this area of Earth that has been like overtaken by like a disease or something, I think. I don't really remember, but basically humans don't live there anymore and they're exploring, and a bunch of groups have been there before them, a lot of scientists and stuff like that, so they can research the area, see what's going on, and then stuff happens. Shit hits the fan. And yeah, Those We Drown. YA, thriller, horror, taking place on a cruise ship. People are disappearing. I think maybe dying. I don't know yet. I assume not, because it's a YA, and I don't really think YA really gets into that. I don't know, I haven't read a lot of YA except for The Hunger Games, and Hunger Games did have murder in it, and a lot of death and gore. Well, not so much gore, but it was kind of dark. So I don't know if this will be the same, but my boyfriend picked this one for me, and he also did pick My Dark Vanessa, and then, like I said earlier, Authority is my book club pick with my friend, and I think we are also going to be reading Masters of Death together. That'll be for a later date. For now, I'm going to try to focus on these 3 books, getting through them this week. Hopefully that'll happen, because, you know, I have a hard time sitting down and getting myself to read. There's you! So my dad told me about this very easy recipe with potatoes. So all you have to do is set the oven to 400 degrees, and then put the potatoes in a pan, or on a pan. Sprinkle some of that chipotle chili powder on, some salt, pepper. Oh, put oil first, because then you mix it all up and then it sticks to it. And then when you're done seasoning it, put it in the oven for 8 minutes on this side, and then you're gonna take them out, flip them, and then put them in again for another 7 minutes, and then they come out so good. And you have the end product. I already took some off the pan, that is why there are so few. And they're over here with my half-eaten hot dog. Sorry. This is a bit of a wider angle. It's a little different than what it usually is, but you know, we're just gonna roll with it because my tripod sucks. Anyway, I have read quite a lot for myself today. I'm currently halfway through my Dark Vanessa. So far, men are disgusting. Men are actual garbage. No offense to all the men out there, but there are a lot of you who are very gross. The fact that what happens in this book happens to many women gets me sick to my stomach, like, honestly. Like, luckily I have never been through anything like this, what Vanessa goes through in the book. And the other girl who spoke up about it after Vanessa, it's disgusting. Like, why do people think it's okay to groom other people? Like, it doesn't just only happen to girls and women. It can also happen to boys and men. Anyone can be essayed or groomed. Like, it's not just limited to one gender, okay? Anyway, so far from what I have read, I know I don't have any personal experience with what Vanessa has gone through, but I think her denial of the grooming is portrayed pretty well, because she has turned to smoking weed, cigarettes, and also drinking to cope with what happened to her in the past. And I don't think she has, like, there are parts of it where I think she's, like, aware of what happened, but then there are other parts where I think that she thinks what happened was okay. And maybe that's something that victims go through sometimes, where it goes back and forth between, oh, this grooming was okay, or this grooming was not okay. Like, I want my abuser to get in trouble because of what happened. But I think the lines are very blurred, and I think that is represented really well in the book. I did start Those We Drown. I'm about 50 pages in. so far we've just been introduced to the characters. The main character, I think they're from like a majority of them are from the UK. So when I read it and they started saying mum and bloody, I was like, oh, this is not from the US. But some of the characters are from the US. But it follows her. Her name is Olivia. She goes by Liv because she's not like other girls, you know. And she earned a scholarship to get on this cruise, while the remainder of them are all rich people who were able to go on the cruise because they paid their way. Even though I think like the guy who like watches over the group, I'm pretty sure he's like, everybody got here for their academics, even though like everybody else is rich and then Liv is just like the commoner among them. I don't know. So far it's kind of cringe, but it's YA. I am not a teenager anymore. Young adult, but young adult does not represent young adults, you know? It's a different generation that reads YA. But some of it's good, you know? Like Hunger Games. Hunger Games is good. Okay, you can't go wrong with a little Hunger Games, okay?
This is like the jankiest setup I'll ever have, but you know, it's okay. As soon as I got out of my apartment, I was like, oh, I should have done this before I left. But anyway, I have a couple books I'm going to unhaul. I'm going to the local used bookstore here in my city, so I'm just gonna go over a couple of the books that I'm going to unhaul. I feel very awkward in my car because people could walk by and then see me, and I don't want them to perceive me in my car. So anyway, I'm a little sick too, by the way. Sorry if I sound and look like I'm crying. I'm not crying. Yeah. So anyway, I have Shiver by Junji Ito. I read it. It wasn't scary. It was fine. I mean, the stories were fine, but I don't know. It wasn't scary to me, so I'm gonna unhaul it. Next book, They Threw Us Away by Daniel Kraus. My boyfriend saw this and he was like, get that, and then I read it. It was fine. It's a middle grade. It was kind of creepy at some parts. Like, it's kind of dark for a middle grade. I was a little surprised, but I might pick up the second book. I think it's a whole series. So I might pick up the rest. I don't want to keep it. Next one is A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. The writing style was very good. The story was okay. It just didn't grab me. I don't know if I'll continue the series. I know it's only a duology, so I might just finish the second book, but I don't know yet. But I don't want to keep it. This next one is I have the hardcover version of it now. I just purchased this one because I just saw it in the bookstore. It's What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. I think the consensus is that like not a lot of people like this book, but I really enjoyed it. Mushrooms are terrifying, or fungi are terrifying. But yeah, I just got the hardcover of this one because when the second book comes out, I'm getting it in hardcover, and I want them all to be in hardcover because I like them so much. So this is a good one. I'm only unhauling it because I have another edition, so whatever. This is another one where I bought another edition. I haven't read All's Well yet by Mona Awad, but I don't like this version. It's so ugly. So I got the one that has the girl on the cover. I'll put it like right here or something. It was a paperback. I saw it at the store and I was like, oh my god, I need that. Because I like that cover like way more. I didn't like Bunny, so I'm a little scared going into All's Well. So I hope I like it because I bought the version of it that I do like. Last one is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I read this with my friend for our book club. It was okay. The main character was kind of cringe and like how he thought and like his little jokes and stuff. So I liked the story overall, but the main character was kind of but I think I'm gonna pick up The Martian anyway, because my friend started reading that one and she said that the main character is different from this character. So looking forward to that. I'm gonna go drive to the store now. Bye. So pretty. This is such a throwback. Oh my god. I am very excited to say that I did finish My Dark Vanessa. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. There will be no encore. So, My Dark Vanessa. It was a ride. While I did not like the content of the book, I thought it was very well written. I feel like it was very realistic, at least from the point of view of a person who has not experienced what Vanessa has experienced. She goes through a lot. There's a lot of delusion. She is very delusional. She just wanted it so bad to be real and not fake that she basically tricked herself into thinking that they were in love and that everything was true between them and he wasn't just some groomer, which he was, which is why things shit hit the fan. But I think it ended on a more positive note. I'm glad that she was kind of able to begin to see everything through a different lens, and she was able to kind of grow from her experiences with Strain. So good for her. She did her best. And I'm so excited to say that I did start Authority. I'm only 50 pages in, but so far, oh my god. The reason I really liked Annihilation is because of the writing style, and picking this up again and reading the second book of the series, like, it really shows that writing style is what really hooked me into the story. He writes really well. Vandermeer writes very well. I like how he describes things. I like the way he describes the characters. I think in the first book we didn't even get descriptions of the characters, and now in this book, through the perspective of a different person, we are finally like figuring stuff out about people that we didn't know before. Because in the first book, I mean, they don't go by their names. They go by the biologist, the surveyor. They are kind of like dehumanized, and like, because that was the 12th expedition that went out into Area X. So I think detaching these people from their names kind of like makes them pawns in this like journey into exploring this area that they don't know anything about, even after 12 expeditions. But yeah, I'm getting invested, even only 50 pages in, and I'm really excited to read more of this. I have not read anything of Those We Drown yet. This weekend's been kind of busy. It's currently Sunday. The Super Bowl is today, so I think I'm gonna go back to my parents' house and watch the Super Bowl with them, even though I'm not really into football like whatsoever. My dad is. He really likes football. I don't even know what team he's cheering for or rooting for. I think the 49ers. Because I don't want people to come after me, but I'm not a Taylor Swift girly, so I don't really care about the whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing. It's not for me. I don't care. Okay, yeah, that's how my day's going. I did get some books from the local bookstore. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what books I got. Book number 1 is Disorientation by, oh gosh, Elaine Hsieh Cho. I'm so sorry for butchering that. I did not look into how to pronounce her name before this segment. But it is basically about a woman unhinged. So far, like, all my experiences with books about unhinged women, I haven't really enjoyed them. So I don't know if it's like the genre for me, but this cover's pink. It's really pretty. I really like this cover. So that's partially why I picked it up. Even though you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, you know, but I picked it up regardless. So I might read that soon. The next book I got was The Maid by Nita Prose. I've heard some good things about it. I think mostly good things, actually. It's a thriller about a maid. Oh, I think the main character is like not maybe autistic. I don't think it's like explicitly said that she is, but she has a hard time with social cues. But I don't think that necessarily means that she's autistic. And then the last one I got is Blood on the Tracks by Shuzo Oshimi. I have the first one. I have not read it, but I saw this and looked at the price. It is originally $12.95, right? I got it for $6.50. And by the way, all these books I got with store credit, so they were all free. So technically I did not buy any books today. So even if I was on a book buying ban, this wouldn't count because I did not spend any money. That's where the book haul comes in. Anyway, this is about a mother who is like low-key obsessed with her son and she will do anything for him. And that's really all I know about it. I really want to get into this because I really like the art style. The art style is really pretty. But I've heard good things about it. So hoping to get into it soon. I said that about like all the books, but will I? Who knows? And so this weekly reading vlog is coming to an end. You know, I didn't get as much reading done as I thought I would, but I did finish a book and I'm currently 40% of the way done with another book, and one of them I just neglected to read. I finished My Dark Vanessa, so that's almost what, 400 pages done, which is pretty good. It only took me like 3 days to read it, which is also pretty good because I don't spend a lot of my time reading, even though I probably should. I spend a lot of my time watching YouTube or going to my internship. That takes up a lot of my time, you know. I'm only doing it over 1 semester and I have to get 450 hours. And I'm currently like a quarter of the way through it. A little over a quarter of the way through it. So I have like 11 more weeks until it's done, I think. So hoping to get through that, make it through that, like mentally. It's starting to take a little bit of a toll. I think I'm getting a little burnt out just because I'm there like almost 8 hours a day some days, and then 8 hours a day some other days. So it's a lot for me. The book I am 40% of the way through, however, is Authority, and I am really enjoying this. I really like the narrator in this book a lot. The way he's trying to figure things out about the government. Well, it's not a government, it's like the agency. The things he's trying to figure out with the agency and the biologist, and just trying to figure things out about Area X in general. So I hope we can learn a little bit more about what's going on there the further I get into it. See? That's pretty far in. And then Those Who Drown. Yeah, I'm still like where I was. So I don't have anything to say about that. If you have gotten this far into the video, how about you leave a plant emoji for Authority. Actually, leave the rabbit emoji for Authority, because there's a rabbit on the cover. And I was born in the year of the rabbit, so I'm biased towards rabbits because of that. I don't know. I believe some of that stuff, but like at the same time I'm like, do I really have to be so invested in it, even though I'm like not invested in it? So yeah, leave a rabbit. Are you guys currently reading anything? Let me know. Remember to drink water, take pills if you have any, eat something. I will see you in another video. Bye.